This tutorial covers lighting in Unreal Engine 4. The great thing about lighting in game engines is that you can see the result of the lighting changes instantly in the software. We're going to cover two types of lights, place lights and the directional skylight that is in the template. As you can see, I've added some basic materials to the scene since the last tutorial. First, let's add in some place lights. In the library on the right hand side of the screen, you'll see a lighting tab. Let's select that. Then I'm going to drag a spotlight into the scene. You can see the light that is projecting onto the surface, and when selected, you can see the bounds of the light. These can be adjusted in the Details tab. Let's change some of them now. Under the Light heading, you can see a few options. The first is Intensity. You can see the change in the scene when we adjust that. The next is the light color, which can be changed by clicking on the color box. And the next settings adjust the bounds of the light. You can see the difference when playing with a few of these settings. You can also adjust the direction of the light by using the transformation tools. The default is set to the Move gumball. By pressing E, we can change it to the Rotation gumball. And by pressing R, we can change it to the Scale gumball. Press W to change it back to the Move gumball. So that is a spotlight. The other main place light is called a point light. Let's place one of those into the scene as well. As you can see, the point light has virtually the same options in the Details panel as the spotlight. However, rather than being a focus light, it projects the light in a sphere around it. Like the spotlight, you can adjust the attenuation radius and also adjust the intensity. Next, let's look at the directional light. In the World Outliner, you can scroll up and find the object called Light Source. This controls the overall lighting in the scene. Essentially, it is the sun. Like the other objects, this can be adjusted using the Rotation tool. This will change the angle of the sun. I'm going to adjust mine so that the sun is streaming into the warehouse through the windows. The directional light is also connected to the sky sphere that creates the sky. In the World Outliner, it is called the Sky Sphere Blueprint. After selecting the Sky Sphere Blueprint, you can see the parameters in the Details panel. You can adjust the colors and the clouds here. But it's important to note the box that is currently ticked called Colors Determined by the Sun Position. This means as we rotate the sun, the colors of the sky will change to match its position and the sun will move in the sky. Since we have made changes, we need to select Refresh Material in the Details panel. This will update the sun position. Note that the box does not become ticked. Every time you move the directional light, you need to refresh the sky sphere like this. The last step is to build the lighting. This will bake the lights into position, meaning the engine does not need to recompute the lighting while it is running in VR. It also generates more correct and detailed shadows. To build the lighting, go to the Build button at the top of the screen. Click the arrow next to the button, then go to Lighting Quality. I'm going to choose Medium, and then open the menu again and select Build Lighting Only. A progress bar will appear in the bottom right hand corner of the screen. You can still work while this is building. The time it takes depends on the amount of lights and the quality chosen. Once it has completed, you can see what your final lighting will look like. Feel free to add more lights to your scene and adjust their intensity and orientation. Once you are happy, we can move on to the next tutorial, which covers the VR camera and navigation.